Mic check. I'm in my running hat and just finished a little mile. Now it's smoothie time. Gotta make sure we get this smoothie in at least one smoothie, minimum the size of your head a day. This is crucial, this is very important. The cat's here for this, so we're gonna have a step one, which is feed him so he gets out of the way. Otherwise, he's quite needy. So he's getting some nuggets. This is crucial. He will invade the smoothie making process 100%, and we just can't have that. So let's go ahead and move him on down the line, and he'll do his thing now. So, first ingredient to the smoothie. I go water first. The reason I go water first is because I gotta see the rest of the ratios play out. The texture to me is invaluable. If I have a liquidy smoothie, I'm not looking for that, but I'm not looking for ice cream either. So we need that clean, thick, juicy, yet still a little bit wet smoothie consistency. So we come over to the fridge. This fridge has the water inside. I don't know how I feel about it. It's kind of awkward to get the water. Like, I'm like having to run this coil, get this water in there. Not exactly the most comfortable. Now, we're making a smoothie for two, because Nikolai's gonna have some. He's gotta taste my infinite smoothie, so I have to make sure all the ratios play out. That's about right. I'm an eyeballer, definitely not a baker out here. All right, so now we have to put in, I like to go smoothie next, because if you don't have the right ingredients in the right order, they don't get all like sucked down into the actual blades of the blender here, and then it doesn't, you have to blend it twice, and then again, you're losing the consistency. We can't have that. So we're gonna go spinach next. Oh, here's the eggs. I was looking for those this morning. The ingredients are a little bit low, guys. It's a Saturday. We food shop on Sundays. We gotta make do. It's not enough spinach. Really, this would be one smoothie worth, but we're gonna make it happen. I have a little trick to make sure that the consistency stays consistent. That's done. Now, we got peanut butter, we got spirulina, I finished the turmeric, that's a shame. And of course, we got the big old fat bag of protein, that grass-fed whey. 21 grams per serving, nothing in it. I happen to really like this protein just because it's clean. I don't like a bunch of extra stuff going into my body if it doesn't have to. And we do mad scoops, hence the size of the bag. We do mad scoops. I'm not exactly lenient, or frugal I should say, when it comes to my protein scoops. We're probably gonna have a 10 scooper here today. And I like them to be heaping, but so I don't get to make a big mess and get yelled at or have to clean up later. Sometimes they're not. Hopefully Nikolai's counting, because I'm just gonna keep running the store up. Yeah. Gotta have the proteins in. Yes, we'll call that a day right there. Spirulina, you know, basically when I have the turmeric, the spirulina, the spinach, what I tend to notice is my guts just feel fully cleared out. We got the peanut butter going down. Usually I'll do peanut butter. I don't let myself eat a lot of sweets, if at all. If it were up to me, actually, it would be 0 sweets. Anya is the one that brings in all the sugars into my world. So I do peanut butter unless it's like a little cheat. Gets me real excited to eat this thing, get some sugar, some sweetness. Make it feel like dessert, you know? Just not a huge sweet person. And then, very important, bananas. The ripeness of your banana is what we have to talk about here. That thing needs to be like mostly brown. Otherwise, you're gonna get this fibrous, not sweet banana. And that's a problem. See, we don't want any fibrous, not sweet bananas. We want it to lead to that creamy, thick, peanut butter banana classic taste. We don't want to mess around with none of that, like, oh, it's not so sweet and I like it that way type of conversation. We want that popping. Now, we got the addition. So here's a little cheat code for y'all. Because when you don't have your full smoothie spread, you got to do something, because you're not about to mess up the smoothie. That's for sure. So what am I doing? I'm reaching for the dates. This is an absolute cheat code when you're out of bananas, out of peanut butter, and or out of spinach. This thing seems to be a magic pill in that it gets you the consistency that you're looking for, without having to go too crazy or too far outside of your diet. All right, if you don't like dates, you and I are gonna have some problems. Look at that loveliness. I don't know. There's people out there that don't like these things.
I know.
That's a crazy idea to me. You can't not be eating dates, not for any reason. I don't care if they look weird. You taste one of these things, it's like an adult version of a Sour Patch Kid. Delicious. All right, just 3 of them babies. They work magic. Now, lastly, I like to cap it off with the ice and kind of smush it down with that ice so that we get a really clean, semi-porous type of setup. So it's not so packed that it doesn't blend, but it's got good weight to it so that the teeth suck it up and it blends all in one go. If it doesn't blend all in one go, and you gotta keep blending, it really messes with the setup here. So now I'm gonna get this thing popping over here. Nikolai are gonna leave this room because this thing sounds like a helicopter just took off. And we're gonna do a little background on this exact Vitamix and why I make this smoothie to this day. A lot of people are making this, taught this smoothie to a lot of people. This one's a fan favorite. All right, let's run it. Don't ask me about the blend time either because I got an expensive smoothie, John. It's a blender. It does a lot of things. I've only ever used it for smoothies. My return on it over time has been great, but that's just because it's been like probably 12 years since I bought this thing. It has an auto blend setting. I just put it to smoothie and press go. I'm not timing that out. No shot. Let's start with the blender. So when I was in college in New Orleans, my father got me a set of knives and a blender. All right, 2 things that I definitely wasn't able to pay for at the time, but I used all the time. And just with my dull knives and not having a blender, I was making poor decisions and not using my time well. All right, get up out of here, please. So he got me this blender back in the day when it was still top of the line. I don't know how many versions have come out since then, but I have used this blender for literally a decade. Don't call me out on how gross that probably is. I'm well aware of that, but I'm way too attached to this thing. So I had lost 100 pounds that I had to get off after playing football, and this baby was a huge part of that. Yes, I only ever used the smoothie setting and the clean setting ever in a full decade. Don't knock my hustle. I know what it's capable of. I have the cookbook, but not my thing. So this smoothie has been perfected over 10, 12 years time to the ridiculous degree where anybody that tries this thing absolutely loves it. If you like too sweet, if you like not sweet enough, if you like more fruit in your smoothie, stuff like that, everybody loves this. It is perfect, clean, easy, and replaces probably 2 meals for me in a day. It's gotta be the size of your head though. Gotta be the size of your head. That's a key component, and you gotta drink it right out of the John because that's how we do it out in here. All right, so we just pop this sucker free. I nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Let's go. Cheers, fam.